when we found out we had additional time for our submission, we wanted to think about what could be most useful as we transition from phase 1 to phase 2. And for us, we thought getting user feedback is going to be really important as we enter the product design phase. In phase 1, we were initially able to produce a few comps about our idea, but getting user feedback on a document or comps is not as rich feedback as when you get a product into someone's hands. So we took advantage of the additional time, and we built a clickable Android prototype, an Android app that's functional, that users can actually interact with. So we can get the product and the concept into the hands of medical professionals and social workers and get real valuable feedback from them that we would then take into phase 2. The product you're going to see is a functioning app, but it's quite rough. It's just meant to sort of convey the general concepts of the app to those users when we get their feedback. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at it. So the product, Tuti, the general concept, as it's mentioned in the document, is that from our research, we found that moms-to-be or new moms who are struggling with opioid addiction use this life-changing event as a reason to sort of be committed to quitting their addiction. What our research has also shown is that unfortunately, many struggle to sort of stay with that commitment because they're going to face new challenges and difficult challenges as a mother-to-be. So sort of helping them prepare for the challenges they're going to face and making sure they're ready so that they can stay committed to their quit with their opioid addiction is really what Tuti is about. What we wanted to do was help those users ahead of time identify triggers and environmental factors, think about coping strategies and people they can contact when they have those struggles, and then also be prepared for those moments of crisis that are going to come and help them reach out to those who can help them get through. So the way the product works is the first time you go through, it's going to ask you to set up your quit plan. And so when you're setting up your crisis plan, it's going to guide you through a couple steps. We'll take a quick look at that. And then after that, Tuti is always sort of waiting in the background with your information. So when you are struggling, it'll have that information to help you move forward. And so what it's going to ask users to do is to create their crisis plan. And it'll ask them a series of questions. So what sort of images and moods indicate they might be struggling with their addiction. And so they can click in and fill that out. So we'll quickly just say loneliness, just for the case of this demo here. Add that. I'm going to go to the next step. It'll ask them to think about coping mechanisms. So maybe play music, read a book, other activities that they themselves find are good coping mechanisms for them. Maybe video games. So just be prepared what to do when those moments happen. It'll also ask them who they could contact if they're struggling with addiction, and this will reach out to their phone contact list and add that as well. It'll also ask them to come up with a list of circle of contacts, emergency contacts. So in addition to their medical professionals, when they really are in these moments of crisis, who they can send a really quick, easy message to let them know they're struggling. And that also interacts with the contacts as well. It'll ask them to think about their a custom message they want to send to those people. So I need help with my addiction, but they could also sort of customize that message to whatever they'd want it to say. And then think about environmental factors as well. It'll ask them for their name and contact information for their medical provider, so that's always available, one click of a button. And once they do all that, their 2D plan is set up. Sort of the application's waiting, and anytime they find that they're struggling, they can always go look at a list of some of their coping mechanisms, have their list of friends to reach out to at a click of a button. And if they really are in a crisis emergency, they can either call 911, look up local help centers that are near their location, or send their message. And with one click of a button, all of their circle of friends who they've identified and their medical professional will be notified with their custom text message, letting them know their struggle, so as people can reach out and help them through it. So that's really the general concept. As we mentioned, it's a very rough prototype, but we wanted to really hear from users before we went into the design phase. So if we are selected to move into design phase 2, our first step would be to get this product in the hands of some social workers, some medical professionals, and get their input to see what's missing, what we can do differently, and then really begin the product design. So thank you for the opportunity, and the extra time was certainly helpful. We think being able to sort of have this product this far away in the initial this far along in the concepting phase is going to really give us a leg up as we do our design, that we're not sort of working in the dark. And thank you for your time.